we have to do a recap video on exactly what happened. So we can get this, we're going to add this to the blacklist. Okay, so where to start? Okay, so bottom line is we got our money back from Jamie. He tried to hold on to our money with some crazy excuse. Well, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Witch Technology Screens. We're going to be loading this over to the blacklist. So Jamie is accused of basically committing PayPal fraud and also to committing fraud on his website. His website is now under investigation, and he is under investigation through PayPal. The reason why he's under investigation through PayPal because he made statements claiming that PayPal was telling him specific instructions on how to handle an order that we placed on the 28th, which would be Sunday. PayPal never made any of these claims whatsoever, but the way Jamie had it set up, he was explaining that PayPal advised him not to ship out items, not to do business with us. Our account was being flagged and being monitored. This was all false. Also, too, he stated that that we had to contact PayPal to resolve this issue, which we did contact PayPal. We knew it was false in the beginning because, as again before, if you receive any of these emails from him, just know that PayPal will reach out to you on that situation, which PayPal did not reach out to us. On that right there, as contacting PayPal, they advised us to send over those particular emails that he was sending over to a place called, I think it's Pishin. They spell it Pishising. That's what it's called. They asked us to advise to send it there. These are some of the false accusations that Jamie was submitting to us, telling us that PayPal was telling him these particular things and advising him and actually asking us to call him, which all that was, again, he was actually committing fraud. We'll show you right here because I like to back everything up. This is for the blacklist. Mr. Bird, please understand you have to contact PayPal for your account being flagged for malicious intentions. They have been monitoring, and if they have been monitoring your account for quite a while, and now they have advised me not to. PayPal did not advise Crows1176 or Fernando Gonzalez or Jamie Fernandez Gonzalez on anything whatsoever. This is a fake email that he sent to us claiming that PayPal contacted him and told him all these things which were not true. Now, he sent 3 of these back to back. I need to print out all 3 of these too while I'm here. He sent 3 of these back to back. And as I said before, if you receive anything like this from me or from him, just go in and go to PayPal and just file. Don't let him get away with this kind of nonsense. Go file. That's the first time I've ever seen him do this one before. I've seen him do some pretty shifty stuff, but I've never seen him do something like this. So, because of the, we had to go in and file a claim against him as a have not received, due to the fact that what he was stating here, that he couldn't touch the item, he couldn't do anything with it, that we had to contact PayPal and get that information, which was not true at all, period. Which shows fraud right there from the door. Let's get this one printed out right now. Let me see, come on, act right. There we go. I need to get this one printed out. Oh, act right. Let's put new batteries in you. All right, mouse is acting funny. Need batteries for mouse badly. It does not want to work right. It doesn't want to function. All right, batteries happen to die on the mouse the minute we're printing stuff out. Let's see what we need for this. So like I said before, he got caught. And like I said, I'm getting new batteries. My battery just died right on my mouse just now. As I said before, he got caught basically committing fraud. So 3 of these emails popped up back to back to back, and we were able to submit this information directly over to the fraud department, which now puts its account in investigation. Let me get, where's the Sony remote? All the time my batteries have died. They died. Wait. Oh, those got one. You tried to throw the battery in that bad boy. I was always killing the batteries and stuff. trying to figure out where the Sony remote controls. The Sony remote controls would fit that with no problem whatsoever. We'll go through it. I'm just trying to find a battery for that. So we're submitting all this today when I get done my work to the blacklist, because this is something that has to go. This is a whole new chapter in fraud for this individual. Now we got PayPal fraud. And he also committed fraud on the website on top of that. Here we go. Got a battery. All right. So, as I said before, yeah, he was submitting these fake emails. And in these fake emails, he was making a claim that PayPal had advised him not to ship out any of these items whatsoever, which was a barefaced lie. PayPal never made any of these statements at all to begin with. Make sure we got this right. All right, if that's the case. Let me see. Turn back in. For some reason, my mouse is not functioning. Now I'll grab my keyboard off my gaming PC. See what's going on with there. All right, let me go grab my keyboard. I have no idea, mouse is not functioning. Let's grab one of my keyboard. My gaming PC. This will definitely work because there's a wire connected to it. Oh, here we go. Okay, interesting. Technology breakdown, boy. No, that's something else. All right, let's get this fixed real quick. We can always come back here with no problem. Let's restart my machine. Some of the machine is acting up. Let's go in and take it down, bring it back up. All right, as we're rebooting the machine, for some strange reason, it decided the mouse was not wanting to function on anymore. Let's talk about right here what we already have printed out. So, as I said before, Jamie went in and filed several false complaints. Well, he didn't file them. He actually sent us messages back and forth telling us that PayPal has advised him not to ship, our accounts being monitored, we're being flagged, all this other crazy stuff, and he's not being advised to do any business with us whatsoever. So basically what you're telling me is the fact that you lied. Was that you? Oh, the motorcycle. You lied, and you turned around and said that PayPal told you not to touch or have anything to socialize with us at all, period. So what happens to the money that was transferred to the account? So we have to contact PayPal to get information from them that doesn't actually exist because you lied and turned around and made the statement that PayPal was telling you something that wasn't true. That's theft at the end of the day. It's called scamming and it's called fraud. That's what it's labeled as. No matter how you try to chalk it up, that's what it's called. That's what you just committed. And because we're able to send over those documents to the fraud department, they looked over it, including with the order that was sitting there in limbo because he refused to touch it due to the fact that he was saying that PayPal was telling him not to touch it, and PayPal never said this. This is why now his PayPal account is under investigation, it's being flagged, and it will be monitored because of these actions. If you've done this to us, I'm pretty sure he's done this to other people on trying to keep their money at the same time. So it's interesting how you put in that email saying that we're the ones being monitored, we're the ones being flagged, when actually this is actually happening to him. Now, also too, his account for WIX, his web address is under investigation for pornography. The reason why is because Jamie thought it'd be a hot idea to basically post pornography in his messenger. When I came in on a live stream, this would embarrass me. No, it doesn't embarrass me. It hurts you at the end of the day because, again, you have broke a policy on the website. Again, I told you how WIX is set up. You have a choice whether you want to choose an adult website or however way you want to choose it. There's different way how people do it. Some for photograph, blah, blah, blah. And your site's not set up for that. So by you sending over that pornography in your messaging, that basically violated the policy. And this is why it says right here, we got a confirmation from them showing that your account is now under investigation. See right there? That's your web address. Is being investigated. See? Because we submitted pictures and videos of when we popped into your site of these pictures showing pornography on your site. This is why I explain to people, keep your personal feelings to yourself when you are conducting business. Keep it professional. That's what you didn't do. You allowed your emotions to flow over, and this is the outcome of it all. Now, because you have broken their policy, because they have rules and restrictions that you can't break, your account now is under investigation. And once they finish the investigation, they haven't even opened up the pictures and seen the pictures yet, your account will automatically be canceled out, terminated. One of the problems that PayPal is having a problem with is potential scammers coming on and posing as them, or saying they said this, or saying they said that, or putting up numbers at the bottom for people to call them. You did exactly the same thing that they're having a problem with. This is why your account's under investigation through PayPal. Now, even though he released the funds, money went back to my account, keep in mind, PayPal does not advise you to, they give you an option, You have 10 days to have the item shipped out with a tracking number. You have that option, or you can give us back our money right away. How fast that money just popped up on my account clearly shows that you chose to give my money back as fast as possible. If my account was under investigation and being monitored, as you said, and as you said, I got them right here. I got all your messages, what you said that for opening and sending back, and I was committing fraud against you. If that was the case, I would have been under investigation, and that money would have been put on hold. I wouldn't have got it, because it would have showed that I maliciously ordered from your site just to get my money back, or to do this or do that with malicious intentions to try to damage your good name. And we all know your good name has been damaged a long time ago, with that black and white paint mixture nonsense and that bare silver screen, and along with the network gray 773, you've already damaged that reputation a long time ago. Second, virtually impossible, because we can't seem to get an order out of you, because every time we place an order, we run the risk of something coming here that's completely fraud, or orders getting canceled out from the door, which you just displayed a few minutes ago. Your review against the 2.0 is now down the drain, buddy boy. Because again, you had the option to ship out the product. Keep in mind, if you said you did what you did to the 2.0, it wouldn't have been a problem you shipping out the paint, because you beat it already, right? All right then. The fact you fought this hard, committed this much crime and this much freaking evidence against you clearly shows that you faked the demonstration, and at all costs you could not have that product come down here, because you knew, number one, it would not have passed any of the tests under the 2.0. You would have failed miserably, and you knew this. This is why you carried on the way you did. And your results, by doing this, you got 2 accounts under investigation, and now you have charges being brought up from the United States Postal Service for fraud charges. All that because you basically can't back your product. So, recapping this, because you are now going to the blacklist, my friend. You are going to the blacklist under website tampering. Oh, I forgot about that. We have to contact them on the website tampering too. Website tampering. Also, to soliciting pornography to your website. Those pictures will be posted onto the site. I hate to put them up there, but we got to. I don't want them on my Christian site, but we have to put them up there, because that's, people have to be warned on what kind of person you are at the end of the day. Imagine if he's getting in an argument with somebody. Most people have their kids sitting on their lap when they're basically in front of a computer or something like that. You know what I mean? And imagine if somebody had their kids sitting on their lap and you sent that nasty mess over like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're disgusting human being. Doing stuff like that. You know better than that. You don't post that to your company site. Come on. You should know better than that. But this is what it got him. Got his account under investigation. Now he's going to lose his account. You're going to lose everything, because you chose to commit fraud. You chose to lie and manipulate and do the dirty stuff you do, and it's catching up to you, Jamie. You remind me of one of the, I'm not calling you a dog, but you remind me of them dogs that run so fast that their back legs catch up to their front legs. That's how much of your dirt's catching up to you. So yeah, he's done. Oh, and by the way, again, if my account was under all this investigation, what did I just sit there and say on camera? I said, if my account's in the wrong, then I'm not going to win the claim. You would win it. Who won the claim? I won it. And the reason why I won the claim because we had the evidence backing up that you committed fraud. Now, the problem Jamie's going to have, the biggest one of all, is the post office. That is the heaviest one. Because we have the two elements to prosecute him. And not only that, like I said, the post office has to do a thorough investigation. They have to backtrack everybody that you placed orders through. Just about everybody. They're going to go back. Way back. And they're going to find out how many complaints, how many people had problems. Those individuals that were posting those videos about you, they're going to pop up. All that's going to pop up right from the door. Now, if they see you doing demonstrations against us and they contact us, we can say, hey, look, this is the problem we have with him. This is our product. This is our batch numbers. This product is a person that's been committing fraud. We can submit our evidence on top of that too. Now, keep in mind, they're going to go back to United. They're going to go back to PayPal to see if you were committing any kind of fraud there. PayPal automatically has your investigation for fraud. That's not going to go well. That's why it pays to be honest. Do things by the book. The problem with you, Jamie, is you're jealous. You're very jealous. You're full of a lot of hatred and anger, and you're jealous. You don't want to work hard. You're lazy. You don't want to pull up your sleeves. You don't want to do the testing. You don't want to put the time in. You want some cheap, fake product, and you want to charge people a lot of money for them. You want to steal from them. And you're mad because of the 2.0 was strictly designed so that customers can have a better option, a better product than dealing with that snake oil mess that you have at the end of the day. Both of y'all. And that upset you and that bothered you. So let me get the product over here and let me taint it so nobody goes near it and I can expose them as being a scammer. Isn't that interesting how you tried to do all that and you're the one that ended up getting exposed as the scammer? Not only exposed as the scammer, but also now being investigated by your website provider and the people who basically transfer your money back and forth, which is PayPal and the United States Postal Service. United States Postal Service, PayPal, and WIX are now have you under investigation for fraud and potential scams. And still, at the end of the day, you still can't back your product up. What a shame. Lost its claim today. Case was one in our favor because Jamie went in and submitted lies by stating that PayPal told him to do these things. We even got it on your messenger, recorded on your messenger, documented on your messenger, showing that you said that PayPal said that you are not allowed to ship out or push the order through, that at the end of the day, we have the contact. Now you imagine if you had sent that to somebody at the end of the day who basically didn't know how to handle himself, didn't know how to go in and be able to defend himself, you would have got over on that person. You would have stole from them. And all the time, they wouldn't have known to call in. I call in, my counsel investigation. People, I don't get scared over that, but some people get scared over that. They get terrified over that. My counsel investigation, what did I do? So and so, he's telling me this. That's what you just did. That's why they consider you're flagging you as a scammer. Then you're telling, oh, I need you to call this number right here, so and so. Yeah, you just basically painted yourself as a Class A scammer. So you send that to somebody, and the first thing they're going to do is they're going to panic, thinking, "Oh my, what's wrong with my case? I mean, I thought I thought everything was working with my account and so and so and so and so." Who knows how many times you ran this little scam? Here it is right there. Right there by Fernando. That's you, ain't it? They did advise me. That's where you messed up. They didn't advise you on anything. We gotta print this one out. We need a printout of this one. They didn't advise you on anything. And I'm pretty sure you go on your YouTube channel and you abuse your platform to spread that same lie. You better delete all your videos, man. We're coming for them. I'm dumping all your stuff. I bet you we find more deleted videos. There's another one from you, right there. PayPal advised me not to ship the product due to malicious intentions from parts of you. Parts of you. What does that even mean, parts of me? So wait, some parts are not and some parts are? What do you mean by parts of me? That doesn't even make any sense at the end of the day. Parts of you. See how we know it's you, Jamie? Because you got a bad habit of putting capitals in the middle of your sentences. That's why we know it's always you. Now it says right here that from parts of you, they notice this is a reoccurring where you order at open cases. Order at open cases? What the heck is that? Dude, seriously, have somebody write your stuff for you from now on. I'm lying to you not. This is out from parts of you. PayPal advised me not to ship the product due to malicious intentions from parts of you. I don't even know what that even means, to tell you the truth. They notice this is reoccurring where you order at open cases. Order at open cases. And even though you get the product shipped to you, to your home, you always open and escalate complaints. So what you stated that I basically order the product, right? We get it shipped to us, right? And even though the product comes here, there's nothing wrong with it. So there's nothing wrong with you. So bottom line, what you're telling me at the end of the day, you have a black Cinemax, even though I ordered a gray one. And you have a dark gray Frankenstein, even though I ordered a light gray. So that right there, that clearly shows you shipped those two items that are not as described. And as for the rest of the orders, well, they're all canceled out. This is where you gave me back my money. So where are you getting this from? That's a lie right there, right from the door. I tell you, man, you tell him pretty quick. It's the same person sat there and told you his landlord had him paint 8 apartment units in under 2 hours. So let me get this straight. What you're telling me in this stack we have right here, these are all canceled orders from you. You're telling me that we order your products and we just open them and just file a complaint to get our money back. That's what we do. Because we have complaints here showing that you basically shipped us over a product. We did the unboxing. It's under investigated by the post office for fraud. So where in the world are we opened up boxes and we sent stuff back? How would that be possible if you keep giving me back my money? So no, that's not true. Sorry. That is not true at all. So we know that's not true. Let's print all this out. Now, what got him in trouble is not that. What got him in trouble is the fact he says that PayPal advised him not to do this. Let me see. We need a printout of this right here. Let me print this out. I think this is all of them. Next lie, I guarantee it's going to be that, PayPal advised me to, no. Everybody knows how it works. Everybody knows how basically has not describes work. Bottom line is you have 10 days in order to provide a tracking number. That's how it works. You chose to forfeit as fast as possible. That's what you did. Because you can't ship the item out, Jamie. You can't ship the item out because you lied in the review. And you know what happens if your product comes down here. It's not going to do well. You already know it already. So you gave me my victory already. Here's another one we got on you. Look at this. Look at this. This is all him. That's all him right there, stacking up. There's your complaints that you filed, false complaints. We got them all right here. This is the initial email that I sent to you, giving you 5 days handling time to have my product. And you responded back by telling me that PayPal advised you not to ship the item out. So they read this. When we gave you a 5-day grace period, we gave you until Saturday to have a tracking number. And you responded back by saying that PayPal advised you not to ship anything out. And PayPal didn't say that at all, period, which means you committed fraud. All right, we'll put that one. This is a closed case, right? This is a closed case right here. So we'll put that one here, this one here. This is an investigation for WIX for the website for pornography. Now we're going to be filing another claim today with the Better Business Bureau. And like I said, there is a site that they want us to go to put his name on. Since PayPal has already started the investigation on him, he also will be added to this list. This is a list where basically you can look up for people that are potentially committing fraud with evidence by institutions that are basically stating that they have done these things, as we have all this evidence here. And you'll be able to see Jamie's website and everything right up there with the information showing that this is a person you don't do business with. Do we have anything else we got to print out? So all this is going to be going to the blacklist today. So last we have to deal with this mess. Sure, we sent you 2 emails back to back. All right, let me see. Let me cancel this one. All right, we got the one for WIX for the pornography. I can honestly say, Crow, that your website's not for families, especially when you're posting pornography. And if you sit there and you say, oh, that never happened, there is a statement right there showing that the web provider right now has your case. WIX has your case under investigation for pornography on your site. So you can't sit there and say it didn't happen, because it's right there under investigation. Pornography. Oh well. We'll be adding this to the blacklist, people. This is why I told you to watch out. Now, if you receive one of these scam emails from Jamie, like I said, you want to go straight over to PayPal, and you want to put in, make sure you have evidence. Don't go posting stuff you don't have, because then your account will go under investigation also too. So don't do that. Make sure you have evidence that if he sent you out something looks suspicious, doesn't look right, or he's claiming something. Again, this is the reason why we have batch numbers. This is the reason why we do test demonstrations. Because again, if someone wants to file a fake claim against me, I can back it up. I'll win every single time because I back my products, which I showed you when Jamie filed multiple fake claims against us. We won every last one of them. I've never lost a claim. Not, I've lost claims before, but never by him. I've never lost a claim. We've won every last one of them. And that it will be number 18. No, 19. Sorry, 19 we've won against them. Okay. We got the email. We got everything here. Jamie, I would advise you, because all this stuff is going on, especially with the post office and with WIX and with PayPal. I would advise you keep your mouth quiet. Well, we know you can't do that. Try to keep your mouth shut. Because anything you do now, if I post it, you're done. Even more. I'm adding more to the pile. So if I were you, I would just keep the mouth shut. That's what I would do. As for the 2.0 demonstrations you did, we got copies of them already. We did them last night off camera so nobody would know. So we got copies of it already. I will be taking you to court on that, just to let you know. Along with the rest of the stuff. If there's anything left of you, which I doubt there's anything left of you. Now, as I said before, Jamie got caught with mail fraud. Minimum punishment for mail fraud. This is the minimum. $100,000 fine and 30 years in jail. Or both. Now, the problem you have here, Jamie, is that you committed 2 counts of mail fraud. That's what makes it worse. If you did 1, that would make it, you're still going to get some jail. You might get, who knows? I got a friend of mine talk about it, say he could get, I don't doubt you're going to get probation. You're going to get some jail time. It could be 6 months to a year if it's basically first offender. But you did this twice, and you put my name on one of the containers. And we got evidence to back everything up. And then keep in mind, they're going to investigate PayPal. They're going to go in and get information from them, and they're going to find that PayPal has you under investigation for fraud. That's not good. That's extremely bad. Because they're going to go in there looking to see if any other cases pop up, and cases pop up that you're in investigation for fraud for impersonating PayPal to make it sound like you were tricking your customers. That's not good. That's extremely bad. So they're going to say, gee whiz, this guy's already being committed. They're filing fraud against him right now as we speak. Well, push on through. That's not going to help you in court. So you might get the maximum. You could well walk away with 5, maybe 6, 7 years in jail. You could get more than that. You need to get an attorney. Attorney's not going to get you out of this. That's not going to happen. You need an attorney to soften the hit. That's what you need. You're going to get some jail time out of this. And you're definitely going to get fined. They're going to find the living daylights out of you. They're also going to put a ban on you permanently. You will never be to ship anything to the United States Postal Service ever again. So you're going to lose that privilege. Well, you're going to worry about jail right now. That's what you're going to have to worry about, keeping out of jail. That's your main concern. And your concerns ain't defined. The concerns ain't WIX right now. It's not freaking any of this. Your concern right now is to stay out of jail. That's your concern. You need to get a defense lawyer. That's what you're going to have to get. Now, like I said, I could have filed for this a long time ago. Easily. Could have went out and made this file. I could have easily done this. I tried to give you a break. I tried to cut you, give you a chance. I tried to give everybody a chance. I was blessed to get a chance when I got out of lockup. A lot of people gave me chances. I tried to do the thing for everybody else. But Jamie, you don't learn. That's the problem. I will sit there, extend you an olive branch, and behind your back, you got a knife waiting for me. I have tried so many times to try to give you that option, and you just don't take it. And the reason why I didn't go in on this, because you're an idiot at the end of the day. You deserve everything you get. But I felt bad for your family, that they shouldn't be subjected to that nonsense because you're a complete idiot, and you don't, at the end of the day, don't care enough about your family not to do dumb stuff like this. A real man at the end of the day will swallow his pride, go about his business, and put his family first. You don't even do that. That's how slimy you are. So now they got to be subjected to this nonsense because you're a freaking idiot at the end of the day. Anybody else would have sued you a long time ago. Anybody else would have had this information on you, would have ran you to the grinder a long time ago. I tried to help you out. Even when you were doing all this dirt against me, spitting in my face every day, I wiped the spit off my face and tried to help you out. Of course, I'm going to defend my company. I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to defend my company. If someone calls me a lie, I'm going to defend myself. That's what I'm going to do. But I had the option here, Jamie. Do you understand? At my disposal to get you locked up, to prosecute you. And what do? You just keep on going and keep on going, and you hung yourself finally. Finally, the chair gave up. It broke under the weight of all the crap that you do, and you hung yourself. So now you're just sitting there swinging, blowing in the wind. That's your fate. You brought it on yourself. I told you, and I gave you fair warning. Everybody heard me on YouTube when I extended that olive branch. I said, man, take this and run with it. But if you wake me out of this, I guarantee you will not like the outcome of it all. I will show you no mercy. And your day is coming. So you figure out your nightmare. You made it for yourself. You can't blame anybody but yourself at the end of the day. Because anybody else would have took this to court a long time ago. Anybody else would have done this. The dirty stuff that you do. I make a product so people can have a better product on the end of the market, and you try to tear it up and make it look like it's something that it's not. That's what you get. This is what you get for messing with God's blessing. There you go. That's what you got. I tell you right now, now is the time to learn to be a Christian, to try to be a Christian, to give your life to Christ. Now is the time. Jail is not a pretty place to go. Now, you're going to have to pay restitution, which means that's what the fines are for. There's fines you're going to have to pay out. And these are going to be, they're talking about $1 million. One of them was $1 million fine. What's the maximum? 2 accounts of mail fraud. Penalties for 2 accounts of mail fraud. Let me see. Consequences for 2 accounts of mail fraud. Don't learn nothing at all. These fines are starting off at 20 years. They're starting off at 20 freaking years. 20 years. Maximum amount of time for oh, messed it up. Maximum amount of time for mail fraud.
According to Department of Justice, the statute of limitations for mail fraud and wire fraud prosecutions is 5 years. 18 USC section 3282.
5 years.
For mail and wire fraud schemes that affect a financial institution, in which case the statute is 10 years. 18 USC.
I got 5 years, Jamie. 5 years, which means that the crime that you committed in 2021 is still active. 5 years. Maximum amount of time that I have to file. 5 years. Which means your one that you shipped out in 2021 under the black paint that you sent to me, and PayPal, you lost that claim. That right there, I still got time to file. Plenty of time to file. And I got one for you in 2022 that we just recently ordered from you that you committed fraud. Two elements needed to convict someone for mail fraud. Is there only 2 elements you need in mail fraud? Having devised or intended to devise a scheme. That's what you did. Yep. Because you initially sent out a product, number one, you don't make or don't have, and the other one had a verification video showing you that you committed fraud because you manipulated and changed the object, the color of it in your website. So that means you devised a scheme. So that is the first element right there. Having to devise or intend, having devised or intended to devise a scheme to defraud or to perform specifications or specifications fraudulent acts. So yeah, we have that. That's the first element we have. Second, use of the mail for the purpose of executing or attempting to execute the scheme. And that's what you did. You sent that product over here with the United States Postal Service with the intention to basically execute your scheme. And you basically had the intention of doing what you did because, again, you sent over a product that wasn't basically true at the end of the day. The black product paint that was sent down, you don't make that at the end of the day. And we were able to back that up. And we won that. We can show clear that we won that case. Clearly. And the Frankenstein is even heavier because the Frankenstein shows a verification of us saying we're recording this just in case if this guy comes in and changes the color of it. And you did exactly what we said you were going to do. That's all we need to prosecute you. That's it. All right. With that being said, we're done on this. I don't want to talk any more about this. We already submitted everything we need to do. We'll let the people take care of it. That's what they're designed to do. And that's it. I'm going back to work. Jamie, you figure it out. I ain't got time for this. We're done. And I don't know if your account's gonna be still there. I don't even know if if anything's gonna be there for you by the time we get around to placing the order. Because I'm not gonna place the order now because he's gonna be under suspicious. We can wait probably 2 months, but then he might not even be there for 2 months. Who knows what's gonna happen to him? So we'll just see what happens. Until then, I got things to do. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. You are now added again to the blacklist for fraud. We're adding you to the blacklist for basically committing fraud against PayPal, WIX, and the United States Postal Service. Man, unbelievable.